What if I told you that you could build more muscle and gain more strength by doing half of what you're doing now? Half the weight, half the reps, but more muscle. Well, focusing on one key part of your reps could actually be much more beneficial than completing more. And a crazy point is that you could get stronger and more muscular without actually lifting the weights. You are most likely baffled by that sentence, so let's go into what I mean. There have been many studies that have taken place that have explored the most effective ways to build muscle. For example, using lower weight, higher reps, lower reps, etc. But there's one where scientists found that one type of muscle contraction is most effective at building muscle and size. And instead of focusing on lifting weights, the focus should actually be on lowering the weights. An Australian university called ECU, alongside researchers from 2 Japanese universities and 1 university from Brazil, had several groups of people perform 3 different ways of doing bicep curls. The first way being lowering only, the second being lifting only, and the third being lifting and lowering like a normal bicep curl. And afterwards they measured the results from all groups. Crazily, the study found that the group only doing the second half of bicep curls, the lowering part, saw the same strength improvements as those who lifted and lowered the weights. Additionally, the eccentric only group experienced a 7.2% increase in muscle thickness and therefore muscle hypertrophy, whereas the group that did normal bicep curls had only 5.4%. Therefore, the takeaway from these studies was that focusing on the eccentric muscle contractions, where you really stretch and lengthen your muscles, is more important for strength and size results than performing more volume of reps. Now, I'm not saying to just lower the weights forever and never lift them up properly again, because of course that will have benefits, but I'm saying to put much more emphasis on the end of your reps and the lowering of the weight. It should never be about racing to the end of your sets with as much weight as possible. Remember, you are there to break down your muscles as effectively as possible. Therefore, in your next few workouts, put much more focus on slowing down and emphasizing the eccentric part of your lifts, or setting aside a couple of sets where you focus on the stretch with a lower weight. This is effective not only for your biceps, but you can do this when coming back up from tricep extensions, coming down from a pull-up, or going back up from lat pull-downs. You can do this for many exercises. Plus, incorporating this way of thinking in your upcoming sets can not only help improve your form, but it could actually result in more strength gains and build you more muscle, which is what we're all here for. If you are on that journey to build more muscle, whether you have just started or if you're a year or so in, make sure you aren't making the same mistakes as I did by watching this video right here. And subscribe.